This is Roger with iGadget Geek. I have another case review for the iPhone 6s Plus. This is the Urban Armor Gear, or the UAG case. Now this is available in about 9 different colors. I have the Ice here, which is kind of a translucent clear. Now these are going to set you back about $40 a piece. And it is a 2-part kind of hybrid, what I like to call a hybrid case, because the 2 parts are fused together. So it's not like a Spigen or an OtterBox commuter or anything like that where you actually can separate the 2 parts. These 2 parts are actually fused to one. So as you can see here, we have that polycarbonate outer shell, and then we have some TPU around the front. And right here, these little fake hex screws kind of have 2 purposes. Really, they look pretty neat. They give some unique look, but on the inside, they create little feet that actually is where your iPhone 6s Plus would sit. So it's going to protect that back end. It's not actually going to be this aluminum sitting directly on this polycarbonate. There's going to be a little bit of a gap there. So that's pretty good. It's going to give you some great protection. So to install this, it's pretty straightforward. I like to take my 6s Plus here, start button side first, work your way around. It just snaps right onto your phone. No problems whatsoever. It's going to give you some great protection. So let's go ahead and take a look around at all of our ports and everything. As you can see here on the bottom, we have generous cutouts for your speaker, your charging port, your headphone jack, and your main microphone. On the side here, the power button is covered, but it has a little notch below it, so it makes it very responsive. So you still get some of that real good tactile feedback. You can still actually feel and hear that click. It has a nice, satisfying button press, which I like. This side, your volume up and down are covered, and they are notated here with a little plus and minus. You have an opening here for your silent switch. Very easy to access that. Nothing on the top. Nice generous cutout there for your flash. And then the back, you have the UAG logo, and you kind of have this honeycomb pattern. And on all 4 corners, what's really unique is they're kind of built up on all 4 corners to give you some added drop protection. Now, some of you might be thinking, oh, wow, that's really pretty clear polycarbonate case, but when I set it down, the back's going to get all scratched up. UAG thought of that. On the back here, we have these little feet that are built into the TPU. So when you set that on its back, those rubber feet are what are touching, not that polycarbonate. So it's not going to get all scratched up as fast or anything. So it's still going to look pretty, give you some great protection. But what I like to do with this case is something kind of unique. So I'm going to pull it off camera here for just a moment. What I like to do with this particularly, especially the Ice version of this case, because it is clear and translucent, it allows you to do some pretty unique things. You can customize this case. So you can go kabam. Look at that. Now I've turned it into a Doctor Who case. What? It's a little bit of a trick. What I like to do is you can find any picture online, a little bit of photo editing, get you some nice cardstock. In this case, I have kind of a silver metallic cardstock, and then I just printed that picture right onto it. Trim that card down a bit. You can set that right here in the back. So you can turn your UAG Ice case into a custom case of anything. Maybe you can put your favorite sports team or Doctor Who or pretty much Star Wars, anything you could possibly imagine that you could print through a inkjet printer onto some cardstock, you could turn that into a custom case. So that has been my full review of the UAG Ice case for the iPhone 6s Plus, and this has been Roger with iGadget Geek.